The boxers have been given their instructions. The seconds are out. The crowd is ready for another edition of Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing with your presenter, the boxing historian, Greg Rashid.
Well, I want to say swade krap to everyone out there, which means hello in Thai. This is Greg Rashid, your presenter, with another edition of the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast. And you got to excuse me because they're doing some construction outside of my home here, so you'll hear some background noise, but that shouldn't have stopped the enjoyment of listening to another edition of this show. And if you're new to the program, what we do on here, and yes, I am in Bangkok, Thailand, loving it here. And what we do on this program, we do fantasy fights. We take fights using various modalities, computer games, card and dice games that are boxing based, and mix things up. And we do what if fights. What if Muhammad Ali fought Joe Louis? What if Tyson Fury fought Rocky Marciano? And we just mix that up. And if you're a boxing enthusiast, you're tuning in the program because you want to hear these fights and you think about what-if matches all the time. So that's what we do on the program. And we also talk about what's going on in the real world of combat sports. And also we do music on here. And at the end of the program, we play a little music. And this is a boxing variety show. And I want to thank everyone who's been tuning in all over the world, but a lot of folks listen every Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Mountain Time on KUHSdenver.com, created by the great Henry Archuleta. And as I always say, I'm coming back to Colorado. I miss all my friends there. I miss the weather. I even miss the snow, and that's, but surprisingly, Colorado, the weather is gorgeous there all the time. It does snow, but it's gorgeous. But anyway, hope you'll enjoy this program today, as we're going to have on here two real legends of heavyweight boxing, just boxing in general. Joe Frazier and Rocky Marciano, scheduled 15-round bout. And I hope you enjoy this fight today. And we're going to have as our commentator, as always, Knockout Nigel. And by the way, if you want to promote a fight on here, become a Patreon, just go to patreon.com, look for Ringside Fantasy Fights and News. Again, Ringside Fantasy Fights and News. And consider donating $1 a month, whatever you can, so we can keep the lights on, get some new equipment here, and make the show as professional as possible. But right now, we want you to sit back, get your favorite beverage, but just relax as we have Knockout Nigel, who has a fan club all over the world, give you today's commentary on the fight between Joe Frazier and Rocky Marciano. And this fight is being simmed by Legends of Boxing 2, PC game created by Gary Brown, who was on the program early in the year, and we're going to have him back on. So take it away, Knockout.
Cheers, fight fans. This is Knockout Nigel, your humble commentator, reporting live from a sweltering, electric Madison Square Garden in the heart of New York City. The air is thick with anticipation as two of the greatest heavyweight warriors in boxing history prepare to collide in a 15-round battle for the ages. Joe Frazier, the relentless Smokin' Joe, the man who dethroned the great Muhammad Ali, versus Rocky Marciano, the undefeated Brockton blockbuster, the only heavyweight champion to retire with a perfect record. What a night this promises to be. The bell rings, and we are underway. Frazier, in his classic crouch, bobbing and weaving, while Marciano, ever the aggressor, charges forward like a bull. Frazier flicks out that piston-like jab, but Marciano eats it and fires back with a thudding right hand that grazes Frazier's temple. The crowd roars. Frazier responds with a sharp left to the body. Marciano grunts but keeps coming. Rocky is already cutting the ring off, forcing Frazier to work. Smokin' Joe lands a sneaky left hook upstairs. Marciano shakes it off, but his face says he felt it. A furious exchange at the bell. What a start. Marciano comes out swinging wild hooks to begin round 2, looking to decapitate Frazier early. But Joe is too slick. He ducks under and counters with a brutal left to the ribs. Rocky's face is reddening already from the pressure. Frazier is timing him beautifully, slipping Marciano's wide shots and landing crisp counters. Rocky finally connects with a clubbing right hand. Frazier stumbles, but fires back immediately. The crowd is on their feet. Marciano's nose is bleeding. Frazier's precision is causing problems. Marciano is relentless. He's like a man possessed, throwing bombs with every step. Frazier, ever the tactician, is picking his spots in round 3, but Rocky's pressure is suffocating. A huge right hand from Marciano rattles Frazier's jaw. Joe wobbles but stays upright. He fires back with a 3-punch combo. The last one, a left hook that snaps Rocky's head back. The referee watches closely as Marciano pushes forward, landing a borderline low blow. Frazier winces, but the ref lets it go. Brutal action here. The bell rings for round 4, and the tension in Madison Square Garden is palpable, my friends. Frazier comes out behind that piston-like jab, popping it straight into Marciano's already reddening face. But Rocky, Rocky's not having any of that. He charges forward like a runaway freight train, swinging those sledgehammer fists with reckless abandon. Frazier tries to pivot away, but Marciano cuts off the ring beautifully, trapping Smokin' Joe against the ropes. Suddenly, a vicious right hand from Marciano lands south of the border. Frazier doubles over in agony, his face contorted in pain as he clutches his protective cup. The referee immediately steps in. "That's one warning, Marciano," he barks. The crowd erupts in a mixture of boos and cheers. Frazier takes his full 5 minutes, pacing the ring like a wounded tiger, his eyes burning with fury. When the action resumes, Frazier comes out like a man possessed. He stalks Marciano across the ring, unleashing a 3-punch combination that sends sweat flying from Rocky's brow. But Marciano, ever the warrior, fires right back with a thudding left hook to Frazier's ribs that makes the Philly fighter grunt in pain. Then, disaster strikes again. Another low blow from Marciano. This one even more blatant than the last. Frazier collapses to one knee, his face a mask of agony. The referee doesn't hesitate this time. "That's it. Point deduction," he shouts, waving his finger in Marciano's face. The crowd is in absolute uproar. Rocky protests vehemently, claiming it was a body shot, but the replay clearly shows another foul blow. Frazier, now absolutely seething, comes out for the final minute, looking to make Marciano pay. He lands a crushing left hook that snaps Rocky's head back violently. Marciano stumbles but stays upright, firing back with wild, desperate swings as the bell sounds. What a round! What controversy! And we've still got 11 rounds to go. As the bell rings for round 5, the atmosphere here at Madison Square Garden is absolutely electric. Frazier's corner did magnificent work between rounds. They've got him cooled down and focused despite the fouls. Marciano, meanwhile, looks like a man who knows he's walking on thin ice with the officials. Frazier starts the round with beautiful footwork, circling away from Marciano's power while peppering him with sharp jabs. But Rocky, oh, this man is relentless. He bulls forward, eating 3 jabs to land one monstrous overhand right that momentarily stuns Frazier. Joe shakes it off like a true champion and counters with a picture-perfect left hook that sends Marciano reeling into the ropes. Then, oh my goodness, another low blow. This one so vicious that Frazier drops to the canvas like he's been shot. The referee immediately jumps between them as Frazier writhes in pain on the mat. The crowd is absolutely apoplectic. The referee takes Marciano to the neutral corner. "One more like that, and you're out," he screams directly into Rocky's swollen face. Frazier takes every second of his recovery time, his cornerman Yank Durham screaming instructions. When the fight resumes, Frazier is a man possessed. He unleashes a barrage of punches that have Marciano covering up desperately against the ropes. Left hooks, right hands, uppercuts. Frazier is throwing everything but the kitchen sink. Marciano somehow survives the onslaught and fires back with a desperate flurry of his own in the final 10 seconds. The two warriors stand toe-to-toe at the bell, neither giving an inch. The crowd gives them a standing ovation as they stagger back to their corners. What heart from both men! Round 6 begins with both men showing the effects of this brutal war. Frazier's left eye is beginning to swell, while Marciano's nose looks like it might be broken from all those crisp jabs. The crowd senses we might be reaching a turning point in this epic battle. Frazier comes out with renewed purpose, knowing Marciano is on thin ice with the referee. He works behind that beautiful jab, snapping Rocky's head back repeatedly. But Marciano, oh, this man is made of granite. He shakes off the punches and charges forward, landing a thunderous right hand that momentarily stops Frazier in his tracks. The action heats up as Frazier begins targeting Marciano's body with surgical precision. Thud. A left hook to the liver makes Rocky audibly gasp. Crack. A right uppercut to the solar plexus has Marciano bending at the waist. The crowd roars as Frazier smells blood in the water. But just when it looks like Frazier might be taking control, bam! Marciano lands a Hail Mary overhand, right that sends Frazier stumbling backward. Joe's legs wobble momentarily, but he quickly regains his footing and fires back with a 3-punch combination that stops Marciano's advance cold. The final minute sees both men trading brutal punches in the center of the ring, neither willing to give an inch. Frazier lands a crushing left hook that sends sweat flying from Marciano's head. Rocky responds with a clubbing right hand that makes Frazier's knees dip. The bell sounds with both warriors still standing, but clearly feeling the effects of this savage pace. As they return to their corners, Frazier's team works frantically on his swelling eye, while Marciano's cornermen try desperately to stem the flow of blood from his nose. We're only halfway through this war, ladies and gentlemen, but it already feels like we've witnessed a lifetime of punishment. The bell rings for round 7. And we're back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Frazier, ever the master of controlled aggression, glides forward in that familiar crouch, his left hook coiled like a viper. Marciano, breathing heavily through his mouth, wipes sweat from his brow, his face already marked by the sheer brutality of this fight. He lunges forward with a wild overhand right, but Frazier slips it effortlessly and counters with a stinging left to the body. Thud. You can hear the impact from ringside. Rocky grimaces, but fires back, landing a clubbing right on Frazier's shoulder. Joe shakes it off and goes back to work, doubling up on the jab before unleashing a monstrous left hook upstairs. Marciano's head snaps back, but he retaliates with a desperate flurry, forcing Frazier to cover up momentarily. The crowd is on their feet as these two titans trade bombs in the center of the ring. Frazier lands a sneaky right uppercut that lifts Marciano's chin. Rocky stumbles but grabs onto Joe, buying himself a second to recover. The referee separates them, and Frazier immediately goes back to the body, digging left hooks into Marciano's ribs like a man chopping down a tree. The bell sounds, but Marciano, ever the warrior, swings one last haymaker after the bell. Frazier ducks it and gives him a cold stare. This is warfare, folks. We're 8 rounds deep, and the pace is inhuman. Frazier's cutman did a stellar job between rounds. The gash under his right eye is clotted, but Marciano is zeroing in on it like a shark smelling blood. Rocky charges out of his corner, throwing looping hooks with bad intentions. Frazier sidesteps and lands a crisp 1-2, but Marciano eats the shots and keeps coming. Suddenly, a brutal 3-punch combination from Marciano. Right hand, left hook, right uppercut, and Frazier's cut reopens. Blood trickles down his cheek as the crowd gasps. The referee calls time for the doctor to inspect it. Frazier glares, insisting he's fine. The fight resumes, and Marciano smells victory. He's throwing everything at that cut. But Frazier, cool as ice, waits for his moment. Bam! A crushing left hook to the liver folds Marciano in half. Rocky wheezes but refuses to go down, clinching desperately. Frazier shoves him off and lands 2 more hooks to the head. Marciano's legs wobble. The bell saves him, but his corner is in a panic. They know they're running out of time. Marciano's left eye is swelling shut, and his breathing is labored. But you'd never know it by the way he storms out for round 9. He wings another wild right hand, but Frazier slips it and counters with a right uppercut that nearly lifts Rocky off his feet. Marciano staggers, but fires back with a clubbing left hook that grazes Frazier's temple. Joe shakes it off and goes back to the body. Thud, another left hook to the ribs. Marciano's face contorts in pain, but he refuses to retreat. He lands a desperate overhand right that momentarily stuns Frazier. Joe's legs stiffen, but he fires back immediately, landing a 4-punch combination that forces Marciano into the ropes. The crowd is deafening. Rocky, somehow still standing, grabs Frazier in a clinch and whispers something in his ear. Joe smirks and shoves him off. The final seconds see both men trading hellacious hooks, neither giving an inch. The bell rings, and they stagger back to their corners, exhausted but unwilling to surrender. We're in the championship rounds now, and both men are running on pure heart. Frazier's left eye is swelling, but Marciano's is nearly closed, his face a mask of bruises and blood. Joe starts the round with a piston-like jab, keeping Marciano at bay. Rocky, ever the bull, charges forward again. But this time, Frazier meets him with a picture-perfect left hook that lands flush on Marciano's jaw. Rocky's legs betray him for a split second, but he somehow stays upright. Frazier, sensing the kill, moves in. But Marciano, in a last-ditch effort, lands a desperate low blow. The referee misses it, and Frazier winces but doesn't complain. When the action resumes, Joe is a man possessed. He unloads a vicious 5-punch combination, ending with a left hook that sends sweat flying from Marciano's head. Rocky's knees dip, but he fires back with a wild right that catches Frazier high on the head. The swelling under Marciano's left eye is now grotesque. His vision must be compromised. The bell sounds, and both men stagger to their corners. This fight is hanging by a thread. The tension in Madison Square Garden is unbearable as we begin round 11. Frazier, knowing he's ahead on the cards, boxes smartly, using his jab to keep Marciano at range. But Rocky, ever the berserker, charges forward, and there it is, another blatant low blow. Frazier crumples to the canvas in agony, clutching his groin. The referee immediately steps in. He's seen enough. He waves his arms. It's over. Marciano has been disqualified for repeated fouls. The crowd erupts in a mix of cheers and boos. Frazier, still in pain, rises to his feet, his face a mixture of relief and fury. The referee raises his hand. Joe Frazier is the winner by disqualification. Marciano, his face a swollen mess, argues with the officials, but the decision stands. The judges' scorecards are revealed. Frazier was leading on all three, dominating the fight before the DQ. What a brutal, dramatic ending to an all-time classic. There you have it. Fight fans, Joe Frazier defeats Rocky Marciano by disqualification at 1:48 of the 11th round in a fight that will go down in heavyweight lore. And I have won my bet with Kiki, the ring card girl. She bet me I couldn't go a full fight without my bubbly. Well, I won the bet, which a double bubbly for me at the after party, paid for by Kiki. I will now return you to our Bangkok studio. This is Knockout Nigel. Cheers.
Yeah, I was wondering where the bubbly was. A knockout, I mean, him and Kiki, I don't know. And Kiki wants to actually, she wants to commentate on one of the fights. I don't know. Kiki is, I don't know where she came from. I'm not paying her. Knockout is paying her. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that fight today. And it looks like that may be a upcoming rematch. Marciano and Frazier. That was a good fight. That was good. And I could actually see that. But one thing with the simulation, I think both of those fighters would have knocked each other down at some point. I think, too many haymakers, the way they threw. I mean, Susie Q with Rocky Marciano, his right hand, Frazier's left hook. I just don't see them not knocking each other down. But anyway, that's a great fight. We're going to do it again at some point. And if you want us to, just let me know. Drop me a line wherever you listen to this program. Really a great fight. But right now, we're going to switch up now, and we're going to have Jessica come in. Give us a little boxing history for the week. So take it away, Jessica.
This is Jessica, your martial arts champion with your boxing history for the week of May 11th through May 17th. May 11th, 1977. Ken Norton knocked out Dwayne Bobbick in the first round. May 12th, 2001. Felix Trinidad defeated William Joppy to take the WBA middleweight title. May 13, 2010, Manny Pacquiao was officially proclaimed Congressman of the Lone District of Sarangani. May 14, 2011, Andre Ward defeated Arthur Abraham to retain his WBA Super World Super Middleweight title. May 15, 2004, Antonio Tarver defeated Roy Jones Jr. in an upset victory for the WBC, WBA, and WBO light heavyweight titles. May 16, 1975, Muhammad Ali retained the world heavyweight title with an 11th round knockout of Ron Lyle. May 17, 1989, Carlos de Leon became the first boxer to win the world cruiserweight title 4 times when he knocked out Sammy Reason in 9 rounds.
A forgotten great in the cruiserweight division is Carlos de Leon. Just, good fight, great fighter. And kind of forgotten, though, because cruiserweights, that's, even though now with better VAV and Bivol, it seems like, it's reviving now. But, yeah, it's a good division. If you've never checked out any of those fights, check them out. But anyway, Jessica mentioned Manny Pacquiao. She has some more information about what Pacquiao is planning later on in the year.
The following article was written by Doric Sam. Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao reportedly is set to return to the ring after a lengthy layoff. Per ESPN's Andreas Hale, Pacquiao will end his nearly 4-year retirement when he faces Mario Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship on July 19th in Las Vegas. The first and only 8-division champion in boxing history, Pacquiao last fought in August 2021 when he lost a unanimous decision to Yordenis Ugas for the WBA Super Welterweight Championship. He later announced his retirement on social media, along with his intentions to pursue a political career. The 46-year-old participated in an exhibition boxing match against kickboxer Ruqeya Ampo at Super Rizin 3 last July, sparking rumors that he could be making his return to the sport. He and Barrios have been linked together for a potential match dating back to last year. Pacquiao is set to be inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame next month. He's also continued his political career and is in a close Senate race in the Philippines, where he served as senator from 2016 to 2022. Hale noted that a previous report said Pacquiao won't formally announce his return to boxing until after the election on May 12th, but indications are that his return to boxing is imminent. Barrios last fought in November on the undercard of the Netflix event, headlined by Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. He fought Abel Ramos to a draw, allowing him to retain his WBC welterweight title. The co-main event will be a rematch between unified junior middleweight champion Sebastian Fundora and Tim Chu following their March 2024 meeting that Fundora won by split decision on short notice in a major upset. The fight card will be broadcast on PBC on Prime Video pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And by the way, she mentioned to as far as she mentioned also, and we'll get to him in a minute, Jake Paul, but we'll know by tomorrow over here, Monday, if Pacquiao will be back in the Senate in the Philippines, which is just up the street from me here. But we'll find out. But anyway, let's hear what Jessica has to say about Jake Paul, his latest events. But anyway, Jake Paul. I shouldn't pick on him because he is like elevating a lot of the women boxers, and I give him credit for that. But let's hear what Jessica has to say about him.
The following article was written by Toby Morgan. Jake Paul could be in line for a sensational world title shot in the near future. The 28-year-old from Cleveland, Ohio, has had a professional career surrounded by controversy since he made his debut against Ali Isongib back in 2020. Paul has faced a number of MMA legends during his tenure, including Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley, and Nate Diaz. He clashed with Tommy Fury at the beginning of 2023, but was beaten via split decision to suffer the first defeat of his career. His most recent outing came in November when he fought heavyweight icon Mike Tyson in an 8-round bout at the AT&T Stadium in Texas. Paul outworked and outboxed a 58-year-old Tyson to claim a points victory. As he prepares to face former WBC middleweight champion Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. next month, the 28-year-old appears to have been offered a chance to face reigning WBC cruiserweight champion Badou Jack. In an interview, Jack responded to claims made by Paul that the 28-year-old would defeat him via knockout. "I never heard about that, whatever. It's a money fight. It's an easy fight, and it's a money fight. So, why not?" Jack made the most recent defense of his crown against Noel Mikaelian in Riyadh on May 3rd, defeating the Armenian via majority decision. The 41-year-old from Sweden has previously held the WBC title at super middleweight, but opted to make the move up to cruiserweight after a campaign at 175 pounds. Paul faces Chavez on June 28th at the Honda Center in Anaheim, United States.
Yeah, that should be an event. But anyway, I won't get into it. But anyway, she also mentioned in that discussion about Jake Paul, talked about Tommy Fury. Let's hear what she has to say about Tommy Fury.
The following article was written by Coral Berry. Tommy Fury made a successful, if scrappy, return to the ring with a points win over Kenan Handjalic in Budapest. Englishman Fury spent 18 months on the sidelines after his victory over YouTuber-turned-boxer KSI in 2023. Fury, 26, seemed to be suffering from ring rust, producing an altogether uneven performance and struggling to impose himself over the 6 rounds of the cruiserweight fight. But the unanimous scorecards ensured Fury stayed undefeated as he improved his record to 11-0. Fury thanked his family after the fight, in particular his young daughter Bambi and his partner Molly May Hague, who he split from last August before reconciling. "I've been through a hell of a lot these last 2 years. I've been through things that tear men down. Drunk, alcoholic," Fury said. "I lost my family for a little bit, but I've turned things around. I've gone from being low to being on top of the world again." Fury has made a lucrative career of beating influencers, but took on the unknown Hungelich in a low-key event at the MTK Arena. The venue held a few hundred people, compared to the 20,000 fans who attended Fury's points win over KSI at the Manchester Arena. Bosnian Hungelich came into the fight with 5 wins and 1 loss on his record and had fought mostly in small hall events in Europe. Hungelich, 27, had a point deducted in the 4th round and was twice on the canvas over the 6 rounds, but both were ruled a slip. Fury had hand surgery last year and called out his former opponent Jake Paul, who he beat on points in 2023. "Jake Paul's running scared. Hey, Jake, the hand is fixed now," he said. "If Jake Paul wants to step inside this ring, I guarantee you next time I will knock him spark out. I've had 2 years out of the ring. This is me after 2 years. I will knock that bum out wherever he wants it."
Yeah, that's a fight I do want to see. And I think it'll happen at the end of the year. Fury versus Jake Paul. I want to see that one. But anyway, thank you again, Jessica, for all those reports and the history. And we're going to switch up right now because, as I always say, this is a boxing variety show. And we're going to get into the music now. And I know some of you are here for the boxing, but also, a lot of you out there are learning new music you don't know about, you never heard. And we try to expand your mind on here. And right now we're going to play the Urban Wind Talkers, and this is Mind, Body, and Soul.
Your body too. You gotta get your soul right. You got to get it all in tune. Make everything healthy, and your spiritual journey will be mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Let's make you whole. Meditate on the things of God, not the chaos of the world so flawed. Discipline your thoughts with prayer and let his wisdom fill the air. Feed your body what brings life, not what leads to stress and strife. Cleanse your soul with holy fire. Let the spirit take you higher. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. You gotta get your mind right. You gotta get your body too. You gotta get your soul right. You got to get it all in tune. Make everything healthy, and your spiritual journey will be wealthy. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Let's make you whole. Guard your heart, protect your peace. Let your daily worries cease. Stretch your faith with every breath, and exercise your walk till death. Train your temple, build it strong. Let praise be your daily song. Mind, body, and soul aligned. Victory in Christ you'll find. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, mind, body, and soul. You gotta get your mind right. You gotta get your body too. You gotta get your soul right. You got to get it all in tune. Make everything healthy, and your spiritual journey will be wealthy. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Let's make you No more halfway healing zones. This is wholeness in your bones. Let the word take full control and realign your weary soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. You gotta get your mind right. You gotta get your body too. You gotta get your soul right. You got to get it all in tune. Make everything healthy, and your spiritual journey will be wealthy. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Let's make you whole. I want you to get together. I want you to get together. I want you to get together. Put your hands together one time. I want you to get together. I want you to get together. I want you to get together. your hands together one time. I want you to get together. 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 Put your hands together one time. I want you to get together. I want you to get together.
All right, that was Saint Germain. Oh, that's way back, and that was Rose Rouge. Hope you enjoyed that on the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast. And we started the set off with the Urban Wind Talkers and Mind, Body, and Soul. Hope you enjoyed that one too. We try to find rare music on here, and I know there's two countries that don't allow my show in there because of the music I play, that being Russia and Belarus, but maybe that'll change one day, you know, when we all get together. But anyway, we're going to switch up now because I haven't played any Southern Soul music in quite a while. I'm overdue, and I'm going to play this, and I'm not trying to offend anyone with some of this music, but it gets a little raunchy. But this is Tonio Armani and his new one, Help Me Find My Draws. So let's hear that on the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast.
Oh yeah, I was on my way to the creek. Yes, I was. I got a message to say what you doing, big head. Already knew what time it is. Yes, I did. She wanna get nasty. So I told her, if I come, I can't stay too long. Soon as I get to the room, we got right down to it. We start getting it on. Help me find the draws. I got somewhere to be. Yes, I do, lady. Help me, please. Somewhere in the bedroom. Oh, Lord. That's the only place they could be. Somebody help me, please, find them. Help me, please. Help me find my draws. Help me find my draws. Yeah. I got somewhere to be. Somebody help me, please. Yeah. I looked on the floor. Oh, and I looked on the stairs. I'ma look over there again. Yeah. Can you look over there? Cause I told her, if I come, I can't stay too long. Soon as I get to the room, we got right down to it. We start getting it on. Help me find my draws out. Oh, Lord. I got somewhere to be. Yes, I do, lady. Somewhere in the bedroom, yeah. They're the only place they can be. Somebody help me, please. Cause I told her, if I come, I can't stay too long. Soon as we get to the room, we got right down to it. We start getting it on. Help me find my draws. Help me find my draws. Somebody help me. Help me find my draws. I got somewhere to be. Help me find my draws. Somebody help me, please. Help me find my draws. Somewhere in the bedroom, yeah. Somebody help me, please. I got somewhere to be. Help me find my draws. Somebody help me, please. Help me find my draws. got somewhere to be. Give me diamond joy. I can't leave without my drive. Give me diamond joy. Oh, no, I can't. Give me diamond joy. I ain't going to no stone. Going to no stone. You gotta know. Oh, well, you gotta know how it draws today.
Hey, this is Miss Nookie. Back at it again, y'all. This time I got a brand new dance. It's called the Nookie Slide. Roll it to the left, roll it to the left, roll it to the right, roll it to the right. Twerk that middle, and drop it all night, and drop it all night. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started. Come on, come on. It's a brand new dance. I'm in my zone. Get in your stance. The party's on. It's called the Nookie Slide. Miss Nookie Slide. Just roll from side to side. Roll it, twerk that middle. Twerk it, and just let it ride. Come on, come on. Roll it to the left, roll it to the left, roll it to the right, roll it to the right. Twerk that middle, and drop it all night, and drop it all night. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started. Come on, come on. Work a little harder. Work a little harder. 'Cause it's a party starter. It's a party starter. Are you certified to rock Miss Nookie Slide? Rock Miss Nookie Slide. We gon' turn it up and turn it out. Turn it up and turn it out. And show 'em what it's all about. Show 'em what it's all about. They doing it in the dirty south. Dirty south. It's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. Come on, come on. Roll it to the left. Roll it to the left. Roll it to the right. Roll it to the right. Twerk that middle, and drop it all night, and drop it all night. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started. Come on, come on.
I'm sorry, I was over here doing a Nookie Slide, but anyway. Oh, those two songs will probably get me banned in some countries. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. That was Miss Nookie and Nookie Slide. And before that, let me make it serious here. And before that, we did Tonio Armani and Help Me Find My Draws. And help me find my way to end the show. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that music. On the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast. I hope you enjoyed the fight today between Marciano and Frazier. We will do it again because it deserves a rematch. And if you want it, we'll put it on here. But I'm just so happy to do these shows. And we're getting ready to get out of here right now. But as I always say, go in love and go in peace. Help someone along the way and do what you can. And when you get up in the morning, get up, get out of that bed, look in that mirror, look yourself, just stare at yourself and say, I love myself, and give yourself a big hug. If you're sight impaired, get up, hug yourself and say, I love myself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't do anything because you don't love yourself. So how you going to love anyone, anything? But love yourself. Do what you can to improve yourself each second of your life because we need everyone. In this critical time, we got more than rumors of wars. We got wars out here, you know, India and Pakistan, what's going on in Gaza. what's going on in Somalia, you name it. Unfortunately, Burma, Myanmar, what's going on there. So many wars going on. We got to bring, in our own way, some peace to the world. Start it in your community, in your household, wherever you can, and do what you can. Help a senior in need. Help a young person in need. If you see an animal in distress, help that animal and pick up trash in your neighborhood. Just do what you can to make this big blue ball a better place, because we're all here together. We may have different class structures. You might be rich, you might be poor. You might, whatever you are, we all are here together, so make this a better place in your own way. But again, this is Greg Rashid saying Swati Krap, and we will see you next time on the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast. Make this a great week, a great every day. Take care.
Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Thanks and have a great day.